What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see today, I'm going to be talking about reactive abuse. Reactive abuse is what happens when a narcissist or an abusive person pushes your buttons, pushes your buttons, pushes your buttons, pushes your buttons as they know how, okay, because these people study you, narcs especially, and they know exactly what to do to push you past your limits, because they're experts at doing these things. So when you finally lose your marbles, when you finally lose control because you've been backed up in a corner, okay, and you have nowhere to go, just like the narc wants it, once you lose control, once you go crazy after being pushed so much, for so long in many cases, that's what they call reactive abuse. And typically, a narc will take great pleasure when this happens. A narcissist knows exactly what to do and what to say to get you to that point. Now, I understand, once again, I'm not condoning any form of violence, but I do understand it because I understand how much a narcissist can abuse you psychologically. I'm a survivor, okay? So I know that it doesn't take a person who's naturally violent, okay? They can take the most nonviolent person, someone with absolutely no history of expressing any form of violence or showing any problems with their temper. Okay, this has nothing to do, I'm not talking about the average person with a bad temper. I'm not talking about a person who typically explodes. No. Reactive abuse can happen to anyone who doesn't have any type of history with anger, with exploding, or with them being abusive, okay? Because a narcissist will push you to a breaking point because they're not healthy partners. A healthy partner will not try to make you lose control. A healthy partner knows what your limits are, and they will stop the argument, stop the conversation, because they don't want to hurt you and they don't want to see you at your breaking point, and they don't want to see you past your breaking point. That is why it's so important to deal with a healthy partner, because a healthy partner will take care of you in that moment, in those critical moments where you can easily snap. Not only will they control themselves, but they will also try to control the situation so that neither one of you will lose control. Because it's very easy to lose control in the middle of an argument. It happens, okay? Especially if you're dealing with a partner who wants you to lose control. Why? For two reasons. They take great pleasure in watching you lose your shit. Okay? Let's make that very clear. They take great pleasure in watching you lose it. They love it. They love every minute of it. But you know what they love even more? Having the evidence. Having a phone nearby so that they can record that moment of you losing your marbles. So now they have the evidence that you're the crazy one. They are the ones who are in control of their emotions, but you are crazy. You are unstable. Oh my God. And if the children are around, they're going to make even a bigger deal that now you're creating scenes in front of the children. You're unstable. You have issues. And if you don't understand what's going on, what type of abusive person you're dealing with, you may even begin to think that you are the problem. If you don't know what's going on as it pertains to that partner that you have, and if you don't understand what abuse, emotional abuse and psychological abuse is, if you don't understand what a narcissist is, they may convince you that you're the problem. You may begin to think that I'm the issue. I'm the one with the issue because I'm the one who exploded. Because they have perfected the art of staying calm, cool, and collected while they push every last button of yours. They have perfected that art. So while you're losing control because they have placed you in a psychological disadvantage by doing things that they have done for years, because they have played these games for years on people that were unsuspected like you are. Had no idea what was going on. So now they have the evidence to show your friends, your family members, a judge probably. Now they have the evidence that proves that you're crazy and unstable. And you guys know how narcs are when it comes down to their image. Image is everything to them. So they want to look like the mature adult who's in control, and they're going to paint you as the crazy, unstable, unhinged, out of control lunatic. Look, I have the video. Let me show you the video. That's why typically 9 times out of 10, when I watch a video on Instagram, on YouTube, I question the person behind the camera. Why are you so calm and cool and collected? What did you do to that other person who's acting crazy on the other side of the camera? I always question it because I've lived it and I know what narcs are like and how they love to portray themselves as the sane one, as the cool one, and paint their victim as the crazy lunatic. Out of control. Look at her. She can't even control herself. I've lived it. I've seen it. And I learned how important it is to, in those critical moments, how important it is for you to also play the game. You have to learn how to play the game. The minute that a person pulls out a phone, or even if they don't pull it out, because sometimes they do these things without you even noticing. The minute that you sense that another person is trying to get you out of control, understand that they're playing a game. Okay? And you need to also stay cool. Understand that they're trying to paint a picture. And if you lose control of your emotions, of yourself, you're going to lose that game. You're going to have to learn to play this game. Don't allow people to get you out of control. But more importantly, try to avoid these people. Try to avoid these people because being around these people is a setup. These are people who like to upset you, like to anger you, and will not think twice to set you up. There's no winning, okay? I know that sometimes we have to work with these people, I understand, but the more you know how their mind works, the better prepared that you are to deal with them and how to play these games that they play and not make yourself another victim of theirs, okay? So take care of yourselves. That brings me to the end of this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.